Alright, welcome back! We lost many lives.
And we might lose more.
Watch this, this guy just pulls like a Mewtwo. Like, this is like a straight up, like, glitch in the
Camper
code.
Jeff sends up Mewtwo.
I found this in a cave. I caught it with this purple Pokemon.
Another goddamn bird.
God damn
this one
Jeff.
would no peck.
This one will no peck. However,
Or we could just kill it.
Of course it's
however, Spearo's defense is
garbage.
Ooh. Gee, I wonder if we beat this.
Bird's number...
I think so.
I is training through this game solo.
Jeff, I would be very disappointed. Your girlfriend was much tougher than you were.
Yeah, but his girlfriend pulled out some like sand attack bullshit.
That's true. She didn't play a very fair game.
Guys,
either.
welcome to Vermillion City. It's one of my favorite cities.
Okay, are there any other routes we can go to right now?
Yes, there's one beside the city. I'm gonna do a few things first.
Oh yeah, get the bike voucher.
So we should.
Field Rod.
Oh yeah, I guess that's.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We already have a Magikarp.
Yeah,
but
I don't even think you can catch anything else besides Magikarp without.
With an old rod, no.
No.
Here's the thing: we have an encounter for each city as well.
That counts.
So
we'll have to wait until we get a good rod.
Well, once you get the good rod, we can get like Horsey and stuff. And I don't really care if we're using 2 water types as long as one's a dual type. So Horsey's out, but like you know.
Personally, part of me would like to run a Seadra in one of these games, but at the same time, I get it's not a great type. I just like
it's not a great Pokemon.
I just like its visual design. I like the very angular design it has.
I like seahorses. So
I've never actually run a Kingdra either, and you guys know how much I like the dragon typing.
I think I did once in a. I did in I think it was a Soul Silver or Heart Gold run. Like I traded over a Dragon Scale. Yeah, I did because I remember. Did I do that or did you do that?
No, I was about to say that seal looked really goofy and I liked it.
Wait, there was a seal in there? Oh yes, there was. It was
there
on the edge.
There's also a chick who will trade you a Farfetch'd for Spearow, but to hell if I'm using a Farfetch'd. Okay.
Are Pokemon up to the snow in case we encounter? Oh, there's Diglett Cave.
We're gonna do this first. We already know what we're doing here. We're just
Quick balls weren't introduced in this generation, were they?
No.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Leo. Oh, look at that! We already have an item. Rare candy. Not bad.
Give us your
Prison
items.
Berry
Forgot to heal up, but that's
is... What is that berry for?
Heals confusion.
Heals confusion. So
that's not bad.
if we're lucky, we'll get a Doug Trio.
We could have used that in the last.
If we're lucky,
gym.
we'll get a Doug Trio. Okay, no.
That's a Diglett.
Diglett's fine.
Diglett.
18's not a bad level either.
Yeah, no, they're really high in here for some reason. All right, I'm gonna bite it. It's not gonna kill.
Bite? Yeah.
It's 2 levels under.
Aha! You can lower our attack, but it doesn't help because our bite is special. We have very special fangs.
I was gonna say
that's good.
If this ball doesn't work, maybe just tackle.
No, even that might kill because we did just growl us.
Yeah, Leo's not physically the strongest.
It's fine.
Yay! We got a Diglett.
We got a Diglett.
I'm excited. I like Diglett. Diglett's cute. Right.
What do we call him?
I'm thinking about that right now, but chances are I'm just gonna get another name.
Can we name it Guacamole?
We can name him Guac. I don't have an issue with that.
If we can fit Guacamole, I'm naming it Guacamole.
Did you have a better name, Matt?
Well, it's a mole.
I barely had a name.
Diglett's a mole, so it's Guacamole.
So Guacamole.
He's a female.
I want to just call him Guacamole at this point.
I would like to point out
he's a she.
He's a she.
She's Guacamole.
Impish is not bad. It's special attack down. We're not gonna need that. Nice.
Yeah, ground is magnitude and dig.
Dude, Diglett's a really good Pokemon when you get it. Like, it's not really great later on.
I'm just gonna look up what Surge's highest level is.
It's 21, I think.
I really hate how I can't think of any good
names. It would have been
names.
stronger than Misty.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up. We're gonna want to prepare for this. We're gonna go back and heal.
Fire Red.
I'm going to keep Meowth on our team just for the pickup stuff.
You know what?
We might grind him off screen just
we could do that
in case.
Maybe. It's pretty weak defensively, so we'd have to like really work for it, but I'm pretty sure Meowth evolves pretty early.
Okay.
I'd say 18 or 20.
What's up, Matt?
I have an off-topic comment, so like I don't know if you guys are done with your topic. I just want.
No, go ahead. I can wait.
A remix of Vermillion City's music would sound really nice in a Smash Brothers game. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, we just got the Versus Seeker, so grinding off screen will be really easy now.
Oh, we can grind off trainers now, right?
Yep. Which gives us money as well.
Nice.
Okay, new route, new trainers, new me.
We can get a Drowsy on this route.
Drowsy or an Ekans. Those are, I think, the only 2 things we can get that are new.
Drowsy.
Awakening.
I think Drowsy would be the better option.
I agree. I mean, Ekans is okay, but
yeah, but just with how broken Psychic types are, and it's a fucking Spearow.
I am so upset.
Hey, it's you again.
I'm gonna bite your face off.
I guess we gotta catch
it.
Ryan, that was a perfectly synced sigh, and I'm very proud of us. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the only route you can actually find Drowsy on, so...
So here's a question I deposit, though, simply because of HM Fly. Do we use Bird? Do we use Trash Bat?
Trash
or do
bag
we
cannot
suck it up
fly.
and use this fucker?
Go back cannot win flags.
Oh, go back can't. Oh shit.
So I don't think I'm going to use any of these birds. Wait.
Well, unless we
can we name this? We could trade this bird for a Farfetch'd. We could
Bad.
do that.
Name him Bad.
Bad. Well, I mean, Ryan, what do you want to name the bird? Let's name it Sigh because we sighed so much when he appeared. Hold on. I wonder if I can do like an asterisk.
No, you can't.
We're just gonna name him Sigh. Sigh.
Go. Sigh.
Yeah, no. It's like our trainer just goes emo, only when he sends it Spear. Go.
And then when you send it out, call.
Yeah.
It's kind of no.
It's an equally emo bird. Just, it's what's relative evolved form? I can't.
Dartrix.
Dartrix. Just let's say that just brushes its hair aside. Oh.
One of his eyes is always covered by like its grizzled mane of feathers, so he's just like, caca.
My only concern is just if
the
we
hell out
do
of my
get a Pokemon, if we do get to the point where we need Fly, we'll at least have to teach it to one of those two. Unless
Did we
catch
heal?
something
Did we
else.
heal?
Yeah, we heal.
Okay.
So we could battle a few trainers on the route over there, or we could just go straight to the SSN. What do you guys want to do?
I think we should train because I don't want to lose anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I also looked it up. Lieutenant Surge's highest level is 24.
And it says Raichu.
That's his Raichu.
Well, the
21
Raichu... Oh, I think it knows Thunderbolt.
His Voltorb...
No, it knows Shockwave.
Voltorb 21, Pikachu 18, Raichu 24. That's
The 18 Pikachu would not be a problem. Honestly, like, Diglett can take care of his entire team. I'm not going to let Diglett take care of the Raichu just because I'll probably send out Retch, poison it, and then put in Guacamole.
That wouldn't be too bad.
Oh, intimidated.
Oh no!
That's okay.
Hey,
This thing can't do much to it.
I got
Level
it.
21, though.
I've got a comment question of the day.
No, I get to
Madness!
So whisper it in my ear and then I'll tell them.
Smash Brothers songs.
That's a stupid question.
Fuck you.
Alright, mini comment question of the day that no one has to answer. What's your favorite song in Smash Brothers?
I was gonna say, what songs would you want in the next Smash Brothers? But yeah, you know, you can do that too.
Normal people listen to normal music.
Do I look like I qualify as normal?
Nah, personally, I prefer game music only because I'm
not
more
normal
familiar
now.
with like the instances it's used in, so I understand what it was created for.
That's fair. Alright, real comment question today. What's your favorite type and why? That's not a bad one.
Well, for the people who play Pokemon, everyone else
Okay,
is like,
for the people who play,
what is
or even
this?
like, because I know a lot of people don't really play, but they still have like a favorite type and a favorite Pokemon that isn't Pikachu.
yeah,
or Charizard.
a favorite Pokemon's a bit easier to name because it's
Yeah,
like,
or
oh, I
Charizard.
remember this thing from the show or the anime.
I'm gonna heal up just because I'm not down to risk losing our champ.
The guy who killed 2 Pokemon we were supposed to catch.
He literally just, like, he saw the dead bodies, he looked at the Starmie and just went... and
Then his rage was not settled, and he saw that Meowth, and he was like, "Quit!" Swiped at him.
Do
and
monkeys hate cats? Is that a thing?
I mean,
know.
Yay, screw you, Eddie.
I mean, what was the relationship between the monkeys and the jungle? Was there monkeys in the Jungle Book? Oh no, sorry, the Lion King. Lion King, that's the one.
I don't think
There were apes in the Jungle Book as well. Like, I can never remember his name, but it's the one that
I never watched that movie.
I just wonder.
No, I'm talking like the original, like not the original.
No, there were hyenas.
The animated one. I was thinking
Hyenas
about.
and Lion King.
The Lion King had hyenas. Yeah, no, that's.
If I haven't
dogs
had the
versus lions.
Lion King shoved down my throat my entire life by literally everyone around me. Like, I went to school and I think we watched it in one of my classes, but someone was like, "You've never seen the Lion King?" Like, I didn't believe like the Earth was round or something.
I was there once. One time when I was working, they listed off a whole bunch of Disney movies I didn't see.
Me and Matt were not Disney kids.
Well, I mean, we had a few. I mean,
But like, not really.
we weren't like
more
really
Pixar.
big. Yeah, no, we had like.
Well, it's kind of the same. One and the same, but like me and Matt missed out on stuff like Lion King,
Little Mermaid.
Well, like those are Matt.
That's like the Disney's Renaissance period. Like it was seen as like their.
We didn't watch a lot of Mickey Mouse. That's one thing.
Well, yeah, but like Mickey Mouse. Well, I mean Mickey had movies, but like
We had a lot of cartoons, and we mostly watched other things.
I mean,
but,
yeah,
like,
we were more like Looney Tunes kids.
Yeah, no.
So blatant racism,
no,
blatant
but,
racism, gun violence, so much better.
Stupid
Explosions.
Ah, yes. TNT.
Acme,
TNT.
Dynamite.
A lot of Roadrunner and Stupid Coyotes.
Roadrunner was our favorite, dude. Oh,
I always preferred the Bugs and Daffy
Oh yeah, the
like
Wabbit season.
Wabbit and Duck season.
Wabbit season, Duck season, and then the episode ends with it being
It's Elmer Fudd season.
Fudd season, and then they both just like.
I
Good show.
Very, very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits.
No, some of my favorites were the Tasmanian Devil.
Oh yeah, dude.
We had like a whole.
Oh, I liked Tweety Bird and Sylvester because I liked cats and also Fluffer and Buckatash, Prisonberry again.
I'm kind of indifferent, honestly, to. I like Sylvester. Tweety, I never really liked though.
Fair enough.
I
He was always seen as the hero of those episodes.
He just kind of seemed like a dick.
He was always an asshole.
Careful! I'm laying down some cables. Oh, is this got the guy with the Magnemites? Because that'll be really annoying.
He might be.
I'm
Yeah.
upset.
He's got one.
This is annoying. to deal with.
Guacamole.
Oh, right. Okay, well, I'm gonna put
4
to sleep.
times effective.
Yeah, never mind. You're right.
Just put him to sleep and run away.
For the viewers, one of Matt's favorite Pokemon is Magnemite.
Magneton is my second favorite Pokemon of all time. Magnemite used to be, but I was like, why stop at 1 when you can have 3?
I do have a little story that it always stuck with me when I played Pokemon games.
What's up?
I remember when I first played Heart Gold, I had a Magnemite as part of my team. And I just remember, it's just a story that's always stuck with me. When I went to the Elite Four, I didn't really know a whole lot about types at this point. I had barely been involved in Pokemon at this point. Like I think Heart Gold was the second game I owned for myself.
Okay.
And I remember going into the Elite Four, and going against Koga.
Ooh.
And I just remember I got down most of his team. It was just his Muck left, and I don't know why I threw out Magneton, and it just occurred to me specifically at this point, Steel is completely immune to poison, and his Muck only had poison type moves and status boosting moves. But the fight was just so funny in my head because he could not hurt me, so I kept doing minimize.
So you just got like that heh.
And my Magneton at that time knew Magnet Bomb. I could not miss no matter how many times he used minimize.
That's
amazing.
That's funny. So as a kid, when I first played Fire Red, it took me a very long time to beat the game because me and Matt didn't know much about Pokemon before we got the games for Christmas. I was about 7, Matt was 10. I got Fire Red and he got Emerald. So we not only were playing 2 very different games, so we couldn't help each other, but I was 7 and he was 10. So naturally he beat his game before I did.
But that's also because Emerald's a lot easier than
Anyway,
Fire Red.
I struggled my way through the entire game with just my Venusaur, as I've told. And I got to the end, and you really need to realize there's a point where you do need to train at least one other thing, and that point for me just seemed to have to be the very end of the game, aka Agatha. I trained through Laurel with Razor Leaf. I destroyed Blaine with Razor Leaf on his Onyxes, and
you
then
mean, Bruno?
Yeah, Bruno. What did I say?
You said Blaine.
Oh,
Blaine would
well, I mean, I beat him too, but...
I know, but Blaine was still an issue.
At this point, I remember I had an Articuno because I could not beat my rival's Charizard, so I caught an Articuno who hit it with Ice Beam. And after that, I didn't have to deal with it much, but my rival was always like the hardest part of the game. Anyway, I get to Agatha. Her Gengars do not take damage from Razor Leaf. Tackle does not affect them. And Vine Whip and Sleep Powder were my only other 2 moves because I was that kid who was so sentimental about everything. I felt bad for... I didn't want to hurt the move's feelings by deleting it.
That's almost as bad as just the story I remember when my very... Oh yeah, go ahead.
I have one. I have a story too. We all got one.
I was
so excited.
Mine's a quick one. It's just I remember because I went back to my Pearl years ago. It was the very first game that was my own. Was it? And I didn't really think about typing and all that. Like, so I just went, oh, if they have the same type, it's good for them. Looked at my Infernape. It had Flamethrower, Flare Blitz, Brick Break, and I think shit, I think it might have been Flame Wheel or something.
Okay.
3 fire type moves and 1 fighting type move. No, it was Blast Burn. I was just looking at this, and go back to it, knowing what I know about Pokemon now. And I was looking at this, like, why did I get away with this? I remember doing the same thing with my Typhlosion. I think I had, like, Takedown and Double Edge and 3 fire type moves.
Yeah, man.
I'm just like, what was I thinking? Matt.
Go ahead.
Matt had a story.
All right, so this is also my first time playing Pokemon.
Great story, Matt. So this Voltorb.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
So like anybody, I sucked at Pokemon too. Like my type matchups were so bad. I like Emerald was a pretty forgiving game. It's pretty easy, but It was at the Elite Four. Also, getting through Sydney was no problem because Blaziken literally could just sit there, double kick everything, and they die. Then Phoebe. My Blaziken only knew fighting and normal type moves because I just taught it any HM and TM I could find. And every time I taught him a move, it's just like, I taught him Hyper Beam, Strength, Rock Smash, nothing worked. I'm like, why isn't any of this working?
That must be so hard as a kid, because like your moves aren't working and you don't understand why.
And
so you're
then,
just like, ah!
And then after a while, I taught him Flamethrower, Fire Blast, and Blaze Kick. And that's how I kept past Phoebe all the time. Overwhelm her with
I don't
fire
remember
moves.
my solution for getting past Agatha. I honestly don't. I'm pretty sure I just realized I should probably use this. Because I remember I actually didn't only have my... Oh, I borrowed your Blastoise, if you remember.
Yeah, you did.
My brother ended up getting Fire Red after because I couldn't beat my game. And then he beat his Fire Red before I beat mine. Long story short, though, he lent me his Blastoise. So I had Blastoise and a Venusaur. And then I had my Articuno. And I had a Jinx, who was pretty good. Which is saying something because I really don't like Jinx anymore. But, well, it's alright. I have memories.
I remember I know Ice types recently have been growing on me, but Jinx is still one of those ones I'm just looking at and just think, not top. It's not a bad typing, surprisingly. The Psychic removes its weakness to fighting, at least.
Yeah.
It adds a weakness to Dark and Bug, but still, it's interesting because it bucks one of Ike's common weaknesses. It's just, something about that Pokemon just never really connected.
I know a lot of people don't really like Jinx. For the record, there's one Pokemon in Gen 1 that a lot of people don't like that I love. It's Mr. Mime. I love its design. I think it's cool and unique, and I really do not want to die to this Rattata, so I am going to switch because Guacamole has very bad defenses, and we need it for what's-his-face.
That's a good story.
What's-his-face? Lieutenant Sarge. Honestly, I might just go beat up the trainers in Lieutenant Sarge's gym for training, just for
at least
Guacamole.
Yeah.
Just so we can get XP without... Because... I mean, Doug Trio is going to be like Katine. It is not going to last to the end. Its HP is so bad.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Rawr. I mean, and by that I mean we could literally just take it out of our team if it gets to that point. I am really hoping we get ourselves a Geodude in Rock Tunnel.
Or an Onix.
An Onix would be terrible.
Yeah,
Unless, I mean, if the viewers don't care, we could always just... No, we couldn't because it won't evolve. Never mind. So let's say we could get ourselves a Steelix, but we can't.
Or we can get ourselves a Golem with a Geodude.
We can trade. That's fine. Like Golem or Machamp would be good.
Like we're playing on legit software right now, so we can easily trade.
We can trade. That's why it's better to do this without an emulator, because emulators you can't trade. I mean, granted, I can tweak it a bit so that we don't have to even trade. We can just do it like level up, but that's not fun.
The upside to emulators, though, is
a speed button.
Well, there's that. But like even if you want to play legit on an emulator, the biggest advantage an emulator has is specifically for anything on the DS and 3DS.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, we don't have any way to record that.
Exactly.
I've looked.
Well, I mean, there's software.
And I've looked it up for at least like 3DS emulators. Oh my god! Not emulators. Sorry. Capture cards. Oh my god. Like I found a forum. I was like, oh, you just go to this guy. I looked them up. They don't offer the service anymore.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up other ones like, oh, just install this onto your 3DS. It was custom firmware.
Yikes.
I don't trust myself to rip open to either install something that could potentially brick my system, or do the more physical route of actually opening it up. And
this chick heals us, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about it.
You just stay on the luxury cruise.
Yeah. The other thing I remember it's saying is like, oh, you can just literally rip open your 3DS. And install something right onto the CPU. And I'm like, I do not trust myself.
I will pass.
The 3DS will probably die regardless.
A Growlithe? No problem for our friend. Guacamole, go! Oh.
Yeah. That's disappointing.
Yeah, but Growlithe isn't particularly sturdy.
Oh, magnitude 8. Nice. That's the third time we got him at.
Okay, here's just a question for you guys. Has there ever been a Pokemon that's not great, but you've wanted to try and raise?
Like in a team?
Yeah.
All the time.
Like, every time I play, this is just my luck with these or whatever, every time I raise a, sorry, not raise. Every time I play a game, I always end up playing the game that doesn't have Vulpix, and just part of me is like, Vulpix is such a cute Pokemon. I would like to at least try raising one in the game.
I mean, that's not really weak.
See, the thing is...
Well, no, but at the same, it takes
No.
a lot of effort, and Vulpix isn't sturdy. And
It's one of those mons where you need the stone to do it, and in a lot of games, stones aren't very common.
No.
And another thing, kind of like Growlithe, you kind of need to wait until it learns moves, because if you evolve it, it won't know anything.
Because they don't learn Flamethrower to like 30.
I mean, you could always TM, but like there's certain mons I know, like Nido Rhino, I think gets Horn Drill, but Nido King doesn't, so you have to wait. But Nido King gets Mega Horn at the same level, so you have to wait till that exact level, get Horn Drill, and then use the Moonstone. But the level's like 47, so it's a long time, and it's patience the thing. But sometimes it's not worth it, especially for like a move like Horn Drill. Like in my opinion, the one hit KO moves are never worth it.
So like...
Shit! I found a super potion.
You know what kind of sucks? During that entire conversation you were having, I had so much I wanted to say. Now I forgot all of it.
I am so sorry.
Chronic amnesia. I mean,
short-term amnesia.
come on, man! My sailor's pride is that you're beating up a 10-year-old.
And you're not even the one sailing the ship.
And we just we just walked into the room. How is his pride at
Ooh, horsey!
Oh look! Oh look! It's prey for Wretch.
Oh,
But
Wretch.
yeah.
I heard Wretch.
Yeah. We were talking about like Pokemon you wanted to raise, but there was a reason. Like, it was not a great.
Oh yeah,
Pokemon.
no, like, see.
Now that I look back, it's Salival.
I don't really know about that because like I personally have not, like a lot of the Pokemon I just start using. Like,
I mean,
I've never really let anything holding.
That's true, but sorry.
No, I've never really like had any problems going like in my gold right now. I want to use a Steelix, and this is probably the only example of what your question is, because like I want to use Steelix to the point where I am sitting around route like 16 or so, whatever route you can find Magnemite, grinding off of them for a metal coat so I don't have to wait till the end of the game to get one.
For the record, I mean, I usually think, I mean, I raise a lot of unusual Pokemon just because I think it's cool to have them, because not a lot of people do, and that makes them rare. Oh my gosh, Icicle Spear. Oh,
thank God.
I forgot. Well, Wretch has really good defenses.
I know, but that's still
Also,
super
Shelter's pretty
effective.
weak. Anyway, so like, I mean, I have a really good Sudowoodo.
Okay.
I have like I raise a lot of Pokemon, and I mean a lot. I've probably raised just about one of everything, at least in my life now.
Okay.
But like, Pokemon I like to raise that a lot of people don't, like, I usually have one of every game. Like, I usually have a Raticate in every game. I like Raticate. What else?
I just want to interject just quickly.
Go ahead.
Like, one of the types, like, I know I want to train in some capacity is always, like, a fire type.
Oh, fire types are always great.
The problem with, though, in my mind, is that them and ice types appear so late in the game that unless you got one early on, you're not as likely to take a Pokemon out to add this new one in.
Well, the thing I like about Fire and Leaf Green is there's a lot of variety, and while it slowly comes along, like, you can get a Growlithe after Lavender Town. That's pretty early considering it's like the best fire type in the game besides Charizard, and that's a one, you only get one. And if you didn't choose it, sucks.
Yeah.
Like, grass types are pretty common, but there's like different grass types.
Look at them grow.
There's plenty of choices.
Doesn't he evolve at level 23?
Oh, I don't remember when Dugtrio evolves.
Dugtrio doesn't evolve. Diglett
Sorry,
evolves.
Diglett evolves.
By the way, I think we need to take a little nap, and that'll be it.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, that was some good banter. I like that.
That was a good episode, guys. All right, thanks for tuning in.
We will see you all next time. Matt, any closing words?
Matt, now's your time.
Oh, crap!